Hi, it's Jeff from Akoonu. This video is going to be about a couple of ways of looking at the time-based forecasting data available in Workbench. The first thing is the feature to be able to look at any view with an as of date. So by default, when I go to my new forecast view, I'm looking at this month, next month, and the month after that. The current data. But let's say I want to see what the data was a week ago. I can click the calendar button in the toolbar and then select 7 days ago. And when I apply and the view redraws, this is now the data as of 7 days ago. So to keep an eye on one particular item, let's look at Taylor Smith's commit forecast from May. 670K, 670K a week ago. And if I click the calendar button again and reset to the current date, and we check Taylor again, we can see that their forecast has dropped to 260K. So that's something you can do on every view. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is how you can create columns that help understand how data is changing as well. Let's go to my formula builder, and I've made this formula already. There's another video that shows you how to create custom formulas, and this is my 7-day commit change formula. And I'll edit so you can see what this formula is. So 7-day commit forecast % change. The formula is the current commit forecast minus the commit forecast from 7 days ago divided by the commit forecast from 7 days ago. The result of that is your % change. So let's go back to my view and we'll edit the view, and we're going to add 2 fields. So one, let's add that commit forecast from 7 days ago. So I can add commit forecast, and then in the field configuration, change this to 7 days ago. So that's the first new column I'm going to add. And then the second is that 7-day % change. So we'll put it right there on the end too. Added several columns here. Let me just take a couple out just so we don't get overcrowded. And we'll take attainment out, and let's save now. So let's see what the view shows us when it reloads. So the first thing is that we'll keep looking at May and Taylor. We can see their current forecast of 260K, and we can see that 7 days ago value of 670K, and our formula is showing us that that's a negative 62% change for Taylor. Maybe that's something alarming that we want to look at a little bit more closely. So we can drill into Taylor's forecast, look at the trend. We can see what happened with his April numbers, which is they completely dropped off in the second half of the month. And if we look at May, it's a little harder to see because it's smaller, but we can definitely see that the commit has indeed dropped from the 670K on the 19th to the current value of about 260K. So those are just 2 ways that you can work, and maybe that was 3 ways that you can work with time-based data in the forecast views. You have the view as of date. You have the ability to add the time offset to fields, and you have the ability to use those time offsets in formulas to create things like what we just walked through, which was the 7-day commit forecast % change. Thank you very much for joining me.